And hello, welcome to this episode of the Sanibel Captiva Guide. Today we're going to be covering the different parking lots around Sanibel Island that are open, the different beach parking, where you can get on the beach, where you can't, how many spaces there are, what the situation is. I mean, this is a typical day, it's Tuesday, it's around midday, so it's going to give you an idea of how busy the beaches are and what you can expect when you come here. So let's go and take a fly and let's have a look and see what's going on. We're starting here at Blind Pass, and the beach across the way, Turner Beach, is not open, but Blind Pass parking is. And let's just take a look at that, and I'll show you what we got going on there. So as you can see, the parking is full. The parking enforcement on point. They're checking out today, and I think we got the last spots, which I'm surprised we got a spot at all because it's been really busy. And you can expect people to be lining up for spots here. And just a word of warning, they won't let you line up out on the road, so if you can't line up in the parking lot, then they're going to move you along. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day at the beach. Got Laurie and myself here. See us in the middle at the bottom of the screen there. Right down there. And then, yeah, look at that. What's the temperature today, Laurie? Laurie's with me.
Let's have a look.
There we go. So that's the corner coming round where Lazy Flamingo once was, and the Mad Hatter was down there, but no longer.
73 degrees.
73 degrees. It feels a lot warmer.
It does. It says it feels like 79. Don't know how that's possible.
No, it's a little bit breezy. But let's give you a look at the surrounding area. Why not? We're here. You can see Turner Beach over there.
It's on Captiva.
Is on Captiva, and that beach is not yet open. I stand corrected. The beach is open if you can get to it, but there's nowhere to park. So, for all intents and purposes, unless you're actually staying at a house there or a resort, you can't really get to it. So, okay, so looking back at the parking lot right in the middle there, let's get some altitude. You can see it's a beautiful day on the beach. There's a few people around. Tell us a little bit about this parking lot, Laurie. What we got going on there?
So a few things about the parking lot. There are 29 total parking spaces, so not very many. And actually, of the 29, there is one handicapped, 22 are for regular parking, and then 6 are allocated for the A and B parking stickers. Do you want to tell everybody about the A and B parking stickers?
So A and B, anything that has a B in it is going to be for non-residents. So if you were visiting for a month or two, or if you were coming down for season, then it might be worth investing in a B ticket. You've got two different. You've got the AB. No, it's BC and B only. BC will give you access to the boat ramp, and you can launch a boat there. And B is just for parking only. So the B sticker is $300 for the year, and the BC is $399. However, because of the lack of boat ramps everywhere, the BC sticker sold out within
weeks. They said.
Within weeks, a couple of weeks. So I was talking to Claire, another fine English lady who works at the rec centre, and she was telling me that they sold out within a couple of weeks of going on sale. They go on sale again in November. But if you don't have one this year, you're not going to get one for this year. But there are B stickers available, which are $300.
Right.
So just a quick look at what's going on here. You can see.
So the B stickers, basically, once you have the B sticker, you can park at any of the Sanibel beach parking lots for free, essentially. You pay the $300, but then you do not have to pay the $5 an hour that is charged at the beach parking lots.
Perfect, okay. And we got some updates about we're going to go to all the spots on Sanibel today. This is the first one.
Blind Pass Beach Park.
We're also going to be going to Bowman's. We're also going to stick around. We're going to go to Tarpon Bay. And we're also going to go to Gulfside City Park and
Finish at the lighthouse.
Finish at the lighthouse, where we got some interesting news there for you. So let's come on in.
A few other things I was going to tell you about Blind Pass Beach Park. There are bike racks if you want to ride your bike out here. There are porta potties at the minute, which is unusual because in the past there were no restrooms here. You had to cross over Blind Pass Bridge and use the restrooms at the Turner Beach parking lot. But since that Turner Beach parking lot is closed, they have put out porta potties here. There's 4 of them. And then one other thing, they do have the Moby mats here at Blind Pass, which I think they didn't have before, did they?
No, I don't think they did. No.
So the Moby mat is basically a handicap accessible mat that you can, a wheelchair can come down to the beach edge and be able to enjoy the beach. So that's great to see.
Okay, thanks for that info, Laurie. I was just coming into land, but found it very noisy with the mic. So let me come on back into land and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, here we are at Bowman's Beach. Let's go and take a look, see what we got here. There's quite a few parking spots at Bowman's, and it's probably the easiest to park on the island right now, just because of the amount of spots. If you look down there, you can see how many there are.
220 to be exact.
220, there you go. Okay, there you go. So that's the entire parking lot there. And you can see, still pretty busy though, because obviously not as much parking there. You've got Blind Pass condos on the left there. Let's head on down to the beach. The only thing with this parking lot is you do have a little bit of a walk. It's a very nice walk. But the plus sides to it are there are plenty of facilities. They've got a couple of RV parking spots, they've got showers, toilets. Laurie, why don't you tell them what's available here?
I will. There are bike racks, outside changing rooms, outside showers, drinking fountains, soda machine, restrooms, picnic areas, barbecue grills. There's a playground, a shade pavilion, a fitness trail, and a kayak launch.
There you go.
So I'm going to go back to the parking. So 220 spaces. Out of those, there are 7 that are handicapped, and the handicapped ones are free to park at. There are 2 for RVs that are between 20 to 30 feet, and then there's 2 spots for vehicles with trailers. So if you bring your kayak and launch it, then you can park your vehicle at the 2 designated spots.
There again, plenty of people out today. Beautiful, beautiful day. So there's the 2 exits there, or entrances, and then you go across that boardwalk, and that's where the parking lot is. Probably a quarter of a mile, I guess. So if you're bringing a ton of stuff, you want to bring a
wagon.
some sort of wagon or something like that. And then if you look down this way, this is towards Silver Key Beach, one of our favourites, a very private area. You can walk down there, just take a right when you get onto the beach and walk down there. There's no facilities down there though, so, and then that's looking back down towards the lighthouse, which is probably about 10 miles away that way, but 8 miles, something like that. But yeah, it's a beautiful beach. Thoroughly recommend it. And let's just go over here and I'll show you this is some of the walking trails here. You can see they go quite a way down. And in the distance there you can see, I don't know if you can see, you might just be able to make out Blind Pass there just in the distance. Wolford is over this way, over towards the sanctuary. And then okay, so there's a good look at the boardwalk coming over.
Let's talk about the parking situation. So all the public parking lots on Sanibel, it is $5 an hour to park, and that's 24 hours a day. In the past, there used to be kiosks where you would insert your credit card or cash no longer after Hurricane Ian. It is a pay with your mobile phone, and that is the only way to pay. So when you come into the parking lot, you find the information booth. It'll tell you what number to text with your phone, and then a link will come up. You click on the link, you enter your license plate number and your credit card, and that's how you pay. So it is quite convenient, but it would be a good thing to know before you get here, just so you have all those things handy.
If you've got a rental car, make sure you write down your license plate. Also, you can park here with a Lee County pass. If you get a Lee County parking pass, it's good for several spots around Lee County, this being one of them. And that's $60 per year if you wanted to do that.
I think it's the best deal out there. And then the other way to park is with an A or B sticker. An A sticker is if you're a resident on the island. A stickers are how much, Nick? $15, is it?
$15 if you're a resident.
And then the B sticker is for non-residents, and those stickers are $300 for the year, and then you're free to park anywhere. Some of the parking lots, like Bypass, there are designated A and B spots. At Bowman's Beach, you can park in any of the spots and with your B decal, and you can park for free.
Okay, and welcome to our third stop. This is going to be Tarpon Bay Beach Road Park. You can see the parking lot right down below you there. You can see the restrooms on the left-hand side. This is located, as the name suggests, on Tarpon Beach Road. And you can see Tarpon Bay Road, I stand corrected. And you can see that if you look down towards the end there is a little bit of a walk. So I don't know how far that is, but there is a little bit of a walk. But
so it'll be handy to bring a wagon if you have lots of things to transport.
Yeah, there are 3 disabled spots that are at the actual entrance, the beach entrance there. So there is a possibility to park if you have a disabled sticker. And you can see them right there. There's also toilets, a bike rack, and
outdoor showers, picnic tables.
That's right, there we go. So it is open. And not many people on the beach right here. And that's looking down towards the Sanibel Lighthouse there. Point Santo on your left, the U-shaped building. And then that's Middle Gulf Drive that you can see going down the coast there. Let's spin back around, give you a better look of, you can see where the parking lot, you can just make out the parking lot in the distance there. And then further on to the left-hand side of the road is the Bailey Tract.
That's where we saw the spoonbills.
Yeah. And then if we look to our left, we're going to be back towards Captiva. So, anything else you want to add about this one, Laurie?
I guess the main parking lot there are 76 parking spaces, 2 of them being RV parking spots that will handle RVs between 20 and 30 feet in length. And at the main parking lot, as well as the handicap side, they have outside showers, drinking fountains, and restrooms.
And you can see there the Turtle Patrol are just coming off the beach. I got a little confession to make. We came down here earlier and yesterday, and we filmed, and there was actually a really low cloud, so we couldn't see properly. So although there's not many people on the beach, yesterday when we were here, there was quite a few more. So it's a different time of day. We're at, this is the morning. So normally there would be, in the early afternoon, there would be more people than this, but there you have it. So let's head on back to the parking lot so you can see exactly where it is.
And the parking lot itself is called the Trost parking lot, which is T-R-O-S-T.
And let me just get a bit of altitude, and you can see that water to your left over there. Sort of, if you look straight back from the parking lot, and then you'll see the parking lot for the Bailey Tract, and that water area is part of the Bailey Tract. And then all the way at the other end there is going to take you down to Tarpon Bay Explorers, and the end of Periwinkle Way. So that's about it. Anything else to add for this one, Laurie, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay,
Another great spot to come visit.
Okay, let's head on down to
Gulfside City Park.
Gulfside City Park. All right, we'll see you there. This is probably one of the lesser known parking spots. It's actually a really good one because right next door you've got a preserve, and the rest of the other side is smaller resorts, so it's always a good place to come. Smaller parking lot, not the smallest, but
let's have a look. 46 spots.
46 spots, there you go. So you've got a preserve which is called what, Laurie?
The Perry Tract.
The Perry Tract, which is right next door, which we did a video about. And if you want to be updated about these videos, make sure you subscribe. And the other good way to find out about anything that we release is to sign up for our newsletter, which comes out every Thursday. You can do that at theSandcapGuide.com/subscribe. And then, so looking back down this way is down towards the Sanibel Lighthouse. And now we're within a couple of miles, so we're pretty close. So, as you can see, Gulfside City Park is open for business and buzzing.
A few things about the park. There are bike racks, outdoor showers, drinking fountains, restrooms, picnic areas, barbecue grills, and a shade pavilion. We do have 2 additional videos about near this Gulfside City Park. One is about Louise Merriman Perry, who donated her land, which is to the east side of, is that the east side of Gulfside City Park?
Mm-hmm.
Upon her passing in 1962, she donated 4 acres of land to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and she wanted to leave it to the wildlife of Sanibel. So it's never to be built upon, it's just for the wildlife to use. Yeah, it's right ahead of you now, actually looking straight ahead. And the other video we did is about Gulfside City Park, what it used to be. In the 1950s, I think 1959, a wealthy couple from Boston named Helen and Lathrop Brown purchased the property where Gulfside City Park is now. They actually brought a ferry boat and they dug a channel and docked the boat up on the beach, filled back in the channel, and that was to become their home. Unfortunately, Lathrop passed away before they could actually move in. The ferry boat fell. Don't spoil the whole story. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so watch the video. It's a really cool video. Okay, all right. We're going to wrap this one up. Looks like we're running out of space, so we'll see you at Lighthouse Beach. Okay, so here we are at our final stop. We're at, as you can see here, we're at the Lighthouse Beach Park. And as you can see, it's one of the biggest... Excuse, we got a horn going here. It's one of the biggest parking lots. Well, I guess it's not the biggest, but it's the second. Second biggest. Yeah. Bowman's Beach definitely first. I would say this is the second. There's 152 spots. There is, but it's also the most popular because of its, because of the shelling, like especially after a storm. Because the whole thing about Sanibel Island, as you probably well know, is the shape of the island, and a lot of the shells will find their way to this very eastern tip of Sanibel Island. And you can see this is recovered pretty well. There's a few different spots, like the lighthouse is still under renovation, and also the fishing pier, which we're going up to now, is still looking a little worse for wear. It has been closed since Hurricane Ian, which was September of 2022, unfortunately. And tell us a little bit about what's going on. They've actually ended up trying to do some fundraising. They're getting problems with getting funding from City of Sanibel as it wasn't insured. What are the plans, Laurie? So yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, the city did not have insurance on the fishing pier, and they did get estimates, and to repair it would be $650,000 and rebuild it from scratch is $1.2 million. So the city staff did submit the project to FEMA for possible reimbursement, but nothing is guaranteed. So a group of locals have stepped up and they are trying to raise private donations to help restore the pier. Okay, so if somebody wanted to go involved with that project, what would they do? So the person that you want to get in touch with, his name is Bob Stern. He's a Sanibel resident and vice president of the Sanibel Island Fishing Club. The fishing club has joined together with the Sandcap Chamber, the Rotary Club, and SCCF to help raise funds, and they are calling the campaign the Save the Pier campaign, and anyone can donate. We'll put a link where you can put online donations, you can send in a check to the Charitable Foundation of the Islands, or you can drop a check off at any of the Bank of the Islands or the Edison National Bank locations.
And as you can see, it's a beautiful day out here today. We're coming up to the end of the island. Any updates on the actual lighthouse, Laurie? Where are they at with that?
I know they said just recently they finished the renourishment of beaches. I don't remember how many tons of sand, do you remember, that they brought out here to renourish the beach and make it wider. But just last week they did announce that they have finished the renourishment. So how's it looking from the air?
Looks great. There's probably about 20, 30 yards, maybe 50 yards from the foot of the lighthouse. It looks like they've put a bit of a moat around it to protect it a little bit. Let me see if we can get a little closer look.
A huge improvement from what it was after the storm.
Yeah, for sure.
It honestly looked like it was about to tip into the water.
Yeah, and we've actually got all the legs, which is always a bonus.
I did lose one of the legs during the hurricane, and they remanufactured it, I guess.
Yeah, from the original plans, they managed to make a copy of the leg that was lost.
Yeah.
And they have replaced it.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, the historic cottages also swept away with the storm. So I'm not sure what the plans are, if they hope to rebuild those. I think everything is really kind of up in the air with the plans for the lighthouse.
But as you can see, Lighthouse Beach itself is in full bloom.
Let's talk a little bit about the parking situation. Like we said, it's 152 parking spots. They do have bike racks, outdoor showers, drinking fountains, restrooms, picnic areas, barbecue grills, and a shade pavilion. So lots of amenities here at the park. And are you showing the there's actually 3 different spots you can park. Have you showed the 3 different?
Yeah, let's take a look at those. We've got 3 different spots there. So let's we'll go up a little bit and we'll get a bigger overview. So you'll see this is the main one. Looks like a bit of a landing strip to the right of what you're looking at the center of the screen. Actually, dead in the center there is the restrooms. I mean, if we pan over to our right, you're going to see the causeway. And you're also going to see the fishing pier on the right hand side there. And there is another couple of parking lots over on that side. It's going to fast mode here and see if we can get over there and take a quick look. There we go. So there's the fishing pier. There's the other main parking lot is there, which is fairly large, and then there's a smaller overspill parking lot just at the end. It only holds, I don't know, a dozen cars maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of windy today, so there's quite a lot of boats on the back bay as well. So
another thing are 2 RV parking spots at the main Lighthouse Beach parking lot from RVs between 20 and 30 feet in length.
So there you have it. It's looking pretty good. Plenty of boats out there today. Let's let them head round this point to go up or down this side of the island there. So look at that, beautiful day for boating. And some boats anchored up on the side here. Anyway, like we said in the last section, make sure you subscribe and sign up for the newsletter and let anybody know. If you've got any friends that like Sanibel content, make sure you let them know. And Captiva. And local area. I mean, we're not just going to be, we're going to let you know about anything that's happening around here. Look at all these boats anchoring up. Look, having some fun today. Yeah, so we are meeting some friends. Where at, Laurie?
We are meeting at Breezers, which is Sanibel Island Beach Resort's pool bar.
Excellent. Which is, when did that reopen? For quite a while.
Yeah,
now.
a while ago. Yeah.
But great spot if you ever fancy a happy hour cocktail. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks very much for joining us. You can see the island's making great strides. There's lots of improvements going on, and it's all for the good. Beaches are looking awesome, and there is plenty of parking. Yeah, it's pretty busy at the moment. But there you have it. There's a quick look all the way back down the beach to the lighthouse there. So thanks for joining us today. Make sure you come and see us on the next one. Cheers. Thanks very much.